हेलो हाय। मेरा नाम है रोहन पोद्दार और मैं कम ऑन यारो का फाउंडर हूँ। एंड वेलकम टू दिस लाइव सेशन। ओके, सो एज mentioned in my Instagram feed, आज का session is going to be about 5 essential stages of smartphone videography. So that's the topic we are going to talk about today. And I'm waiting for some audience to join in. और बेसिकली ये जो टॉपिक है on smartphone videography, there are a lot of exciting things happening in smartphone videography nowadays. People are making short films, people are making ads, people are of course making TikTok videos, which everybody knows what they are about. And of course आप जैसे देखते हो TikTok पे people are becoming TikTok stars, TikTok superstars, right? So all those things are happening nowadays. But today my topic is actually something related but little different. I think Vinod Pawar has joined. Hi Vinod, I'm waving back to you. Welcome Vinod. So आज का जो टॉपिक है is about smartphone videography. And before I start this session, I want to just say a few things. Agar if you have any questions at any point, feel free to drop in the comments, and wo questions पढ़ के I will answer them. Okay. So I want to give you some background to this live session. So I'll again say the title of this. Hi Vinod. So the title of this live session is 5 essential stages of smartphone videography. तो इसमें कुछ चीजें मैं आज कवर करना चाहता हूँ for our audience. But before that, I think TV Sheena has joined. Okay, so hi TV Sheena. Thank you for joining. So I want to start off by giving a little bit of background, right? Because background is part of every thing that we do, it's a part of every story we tell, right? So the background is this, that if you remember 2007, iPhone was launched by Steve Jobs. And that's the time when the word smartphone came into being, right? Uske pehle nobody used to talk about smartphone. Now it had a lot of different features. It had a calculator, it had a computer, it had a flashlight, and it had these different features, right? It also had a camera, and that camera has evolved tremendously since 2007 in over the last 13 years. Initially the camera was for fun. In fact, even now it is for fun, but there have been some changes now, some socio-cultural changes, and that is that nowadays smartphone is also used by small businesses, right? What kind of businesses? So businesses like, if you are a fitness trainer, a Pilates trainer, if you are a yoga instructor, if you are into cooking, if you have a small cafe shop, right? If you are a social media marketer, or if you are a motivational speaker, right? All of these people need videos, right? How else would you reach your audience? And that's where smartphone steps in. Now smartphone has see, DSLR had democratized filmmaking, because earlier filmmaking was only related to very few people. It has democratized it. Smartphone took it one step ahead, and smartphone has spread it to millions, right? So people now make videos, and but more often, people make it. People make it. Thank you, TV Sheena. So more often people make videos for fun. But as I said, businesses have started making videos, and today's session, I want to talk about that, right? So that is the context of today's session. It is in context of how smartphone videos can be used by small brands, businesses, to make good quality videos. But at the end of the day, you want good quality videos. And video banana to sabko hi aata hai. You have a camera on your smartphone, you just switch it on, and then you just point and shoot. It doesn't mean that you've made a video, right? which is worth watching. So that's the whole challenge, right? To make videos that people would watch. So today's topic is this, as I said, which is smartphone videography. Now, before I begin, there is something I want to share with you. Okay, uh, there is something I want to share with you, which is this, right? Which is a code. If you can see, right? It is CYLIVE 50. Okay, CYLIVE 50, CY Live 50. ये code, you write it down somewhere. I'll tell you what this code means in the session. Okay, so it's a little hot here. I'm in Mumbai, and the rains have got delayed a bit, so it's a little sultry and a little warm. Anyways, nonetheless, that will not stop us. Okay, what is it? Somebody has joined. All right. So before I begin, I'll give a very, very quick half a minute introduction to myself. Okay, so you should know who is this person, right? So I'm Rohan Poddar, and I've been making short documentary films for my clients over the last 5 years. I have traveled to different parts of the country, from the eastern side in Bihar, Jharkhand, to Udaipur, and northern side, and to South Andhra, and everywhere. And my forte is documentary films, so real films, non-fiction films. I work with actual people, right? That's my forte. I have my main primary tool is a DSLR. So I have been a DSLR shooter. I work with a small crew, so I don't run a big production house. That's my background. Now, why I'm talking about this topic today is because since the time lockdown was announced, obviously I couldn't step out. Some of the work that I had in my pipeline had to be cancelled or had to be postponed, right? Because clearly, in a field like mine, right, I don't work in a studio. I can't go out. I have to go out and shoot, so I couldn't do that. And so what I did was I explored smartphone as a tool of making high quality videos. And that's where I learned a lot of things, and that's what I want to share with you on this session today. All right, so I've shown you the code. I hope you have written it down. So let's start with this session. I think people will join in as we start. Okay, so the 5 stages of smartphone videography. The first stage is your hardware. Okay, so the hardware means your accessories. As I said a few minutes back, making videos on smartphone doesn't mean you hold it in your hand, kind of pan it wherever you want, and you click the on button and then it goes on. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You need some specialized accessories. And why is that? It's basically because accessories help you make good shots, which is the basic of video, right? So now DSLR has certain set of accessories. A smartphone has a different form factor, shape, basic layman language. It's got a different shape, right? So the accessories that you need on a smartphone are different from the accessories that you need on a DSLR, right? Now you may be wondering what kind of accessories you need on a smartphone. So there are a few things you need if you want to get started with smartphone videography. First is a tripod. Okay, and I'm not talking about a DSLR kind of big tripod, a heavy weight tripod. I'm talking about a lightweight tripod, right? And there are a lot of options available there. So you need a tripod. A tripod helps you to attach a phone and take stable shots, right? Especially during interviews, right? The second that you need is a handle rig, right? A handle rig essentially is a rectangular frame which you hold it, you mount your camera in between or a smartphone in between. You can attach, so there are a lot of holding points. You can attach your microphone, you can attach your lights, right? And it becomes a whole self-sustained rig which you can move around with and shoot videos, right? You need that because see, tripod is stability, rig is mobility, right? You need rig if you are doing street videography, if you are moving around, if you want to shoot a dynamic environment where people are moving around, where you yourself are moving around as a cameraman, your subjects are moving around, right? So that's what you need. So you need a handle rig. The third thing that you need are microphones, right? आपने सुना ही होगा that people would probably ignore bad video, but they will instantly catch bad audio. And that's where most videographers go wrong. They this is what I've experienced. I think somebody has joined. Arto Faki has joined. I'm waving to you. Hi, Arto Faki. Thank you for joining in. So, microphone is where a lot of videographers, I would not say willfully ignore, but they kind of take it as secondary, but it is not, which I have realized the hard way, right? So you need two microphones or two types of microphone. One is a shotgun microphone. Now that is useful if you want to capture, if you're in an event, imagine, and you got sounds coming from all directions, right? So you want to capture the whole essence of that ambience. The second is a lavalier microphone, right, which I'm using right now, which is Rode Wireless Go, which is my favorite microphone for my smartphone. I have used this in a lot of different occasions to create different types of videos. So this is Rode Wireless Go, which I use, but there are many other options also, with cheaper options and more expensive options and all that. So second is a lavalier microphone, which is good if you want to isolate your subject sound from the environment, right? So you need it for interviews. Then you need lights, right? So you need lights. Again, when I say lights, I don't mean the huge lights that you see on production sets. There are LED lights, typically in the range of maybe 30 to 40 watts, right? That you need to buy. Why? Because if you're shooting around, you may not always have a good quality of light on your subject. And your subject could be a person, it could be a place, it could be an object of some sort, right? Anything, it could be anything, right? And you need light, right? And that's where you need lights on your smartphone. Now, as I said, the rig that I mentioned about, you can attach the lights there. Now, bear in mind that I would appeal to you that please look for non-Chinese products. I know, and this is a big quandary, a बड़ा problem है. आप market में जाओ, it's very hard to find things which are not Chinese. But there are things which are Chinese, and I have made a list of those things. I made a list of all those things which I talked about: tripod, rig, mic, lights, which are non-Chinese. I'll share that. Okay. So this is the first part, the first stage of videography, smartphone videography, which is your hardware, right? Now let's come to the software part. So what do I mean by software? Software means your app, right? जो native app होता है smartphone में, it's not good. It doesn't allow you manual control. And here's where I want to bring in one point, which is that as a videographer, you have to make sure that you do everything right in production during shooting, and don't botch it up and leave it to your editor to take care of in the editing phase. That's not the right workflow. You make sure that your production quality is bang on. You have used all the right equipment, the appropriate equipment. You have shot the video the way it has to be shot in terms of its technical specifications, right? All of that has to be done. That means that you need to have more manual control. The auto control lets your camera decide or your smartphone decide what's good for the video, and it's a machine, it's an algorithm, right? So you don't want to do that. So you want to take manual control, and those apps which help you take the manual control of your smartphone camera are the best apps. So one app that I want to suggest is which I also personally use on my Nokia 6.1 on which I'm streaming this, is Open Camera app by Mark Harmon, MARKHARMAN, Mark Harmon. It's a fantastic open source app. I think it's only for Android, but it allows you, it gives me control over focus, exposure, white balance, color settings, etc. Right? Now, this is a free app, but if you're in advanced smartphone videography, right, then there are other apps and more advanced features which allow you more advanced functionality, right? Like one app that I would suggest to you is Filmic Pro, FILM ICPRO. So Filmic Pro is an app which allows you more control than the Open Camera app, right? So you can, so there are zebra settings and all those kinds of things. If you're not heard of them, it's okay. You will figure that out. But you can do more manual control on that app. So that is my second stage, which is your software, which is your app. And that matters. Never use the native app in your Android. It is useless. It's okay, as I said, for home, domestic, point and shoot kind of stuff. Okay. Now let me come to the third stage of smartphone videography, which is actually producing videos on smartphone. Now, when you want to produce videos on smartphone, there are a few things you have to keep in mind, right? The first thing you have to keep in mind is that when the video is made, what will it talk about? What will be the message of that video, right? You just don't shoot something and then you figure out, Abhi, now I've shot it, what do I do? That's not a good way, right? You should always have the end result in mind before you start, right? So that's where you come up with an initial idea. You create a concept. Concept is how the video will flow, how will it start, what will be the start, the middle, and the end, right? Then you break it down into scenes, right? For example, even if you're shooting a video ad for your coffee shop, so what will be the scenes in that? So for example, you want to introduce your coffee shop on your social media account handle. You might want to, let's say, I'm just thinking aloud, you might want to start off by taking a establishing shot, a wide angle shot of your coffee shop from across the road, right? That could be a wide angle shot showing the whole facade of your shop and all that. That's one shot. The second shot could be, or the second scene would be inside this thing, right? So you break it down into different scenes, and then you break those scenes into individual shots. So actually I jumped when I said establishing shot. What I meant was that you want to so the scene is that you are introducing your coffee shop, and the shot is that you're taking a wide angle shot. The second shot could be you're moving towards your coffee shop where there's a motion in the shot, right? And motion shots are really amazing. They get the viewer connected and glued to the, I think Silveria Alisa has joined. Hi Silveria Alisa, thank you for joining. So second shot is the so this could be the second shot where you're moving towards the coffee shop. The door is opened and you step inside. So you break a scene into individual shots. The same scene can be depicted by various shots. For example, if I'm sitting on a sofa and that's the scene, I'm sitting on a sofa and I'm thinking. If this is the scene, you can break it down in three shots. One is the wide shot where you will take it further away from me, but you will show where am I sitting, what is the sofa that I'm sitting on, what is behind me, to establish that this is where I'm sitting. The second could be medium shot to show my torso, right? And to basically get more connected to me. And the third could be a very close-up shot, maybe to capture my emotions, right? Maybe I'm thinking, so I'm frowning and I'm looking up, whatever. So these are three shots that can show the same scene in three different ways, right? So these are the three scenes. So that is what you do. So that is just called storyboard. And essentially what you do is you create pictorial representations of each shot, right, beforehand. So you know exactly that when you start shooting, you're going to take each of those shots which you have planned beforehand. Abhi, there is something else that I want to talk about, which is storytelling. And as I said in the beginning, that you have to think about the output in mind before you start, right? But the way you treat a video there has to be a storytelling element. That means there has to be, what is the story? Story is something where it's about some person or a character. He faces some conflict, he solves that conflict, he emerges victorious. More or less, broadly, this is what story is, right? So incorporate storytelling elements in your video. Like for example, the first element is context. What is the context of your story, right? Is the context a particular situation? Is the context a particular geographical location, or what? Context. Second is character. Who is the main protagonist of your story? Now, protagonist need not be, or the main character need not be a person. वो एक as I said, coffee shop है, तो it could be coffee. So a cup of coffee could be a protagonist in your story. Third is essentially conflict and resolution, right? What is the conflict and resolution that character goes through, right? For example, as a videographer, if I am making a video on myself, my conflict is I cannot go out and shoot, right? That itself is a fodder for story, right? And the resolution, how the character resolves it. And the fourth part is call to action. See, all these videos you're making them on social media or on your website or for some other third-party media platform. You want some message to be given to your viewers. That's the call to action. That call to action could be, please sign up, please go to this link, please donate, please subscribe, whatever. There could be different types of calls to action. And the last is happy ending, right? Sorry, that happy ending comes before the call to action. So happy ending is, ideally everybody likes a happy ending in a story. Nobody wants to see the hero die, right? So no, see, these are basic things of storytelling, but they can be used and applied for storytelling if you're making a smartphone video for your business or for your brand. Mind you, that's why I'm not telling you because this is something very geeky stuff or something very only artists do. That is not the thing. This storytelling concept can be easily molded and adapted for businesses and brands. And that's what I want to talk about. I wanted to emphasize in this part. Okay, so the last stage I want to talk about, which is the fifth stage, I think BGBRO14 has joined. Hi, BGBRO14. Thank you for joining in. So the fifth stage is you make all these videos, fine, but you want to promote them. What is the point? You make a video, you make a kick-ass video, nobody watches it, right? That's a pain, right? So you want to promote it, and if you're a business, then obviously you want to promote it. Now, there are a few things that you should do to promote them. Like, first thing that I've observed is that nowadays, vertical video has gained a lot of traction, right? Especially because of Instagram. And I have shot a video film which is there on my Facebook page. It's also a shorter version of it is also on my Instagram feed, which I've shot on my Nokia 6.1, right? Using all this concept, storytelling concept, and all the shooting techniques and all that, which is on my Instagram feed. You can check it out after the session. And I have used vertical orientation. Why? Reyansh has joined. Hi, Reyansh. Thank you for joining in. So vertical videos is the in thing. 94% of the people, when they watch a video, when they're browsing on social media, they watch it in vertical orientation. So obviously, if you make a video for your brand, which is vertical, which is 9:16 aspect ratio, the probability of people watching it and getting hooked to it is larger or higher than if you were to make it in the horizontal orientation, right? So that's what you need to realize, that vertical video is the way to go, especially because of Instagram, and you should explore that medium. Now, there are some specifics of vertical orientation, like for example, if you're shooting in vertical orientation, make sure that your main subject is in the middle 1/3 of the frame, because you don't have much of flexibility in vertical orientation, right? You have to cut down on background. So there are those things you have to be wary of. The second thing is that make multiple videos from the same content, right? Diju Chavan has joined. Hi, Diju Chavan. Sorry, Digu Chavan, maybe it's Digu Chavan. Hi, Digu Chavan. Thank you for joining in. So, for example, I made a short video film, which is around 2.5 minutes long, on smartphone in vertical orientation. I posted it on my Facebook and YouTube, but I made another version of it, which is 59 seconds, which I posted on Instagram feed, right? Now, one more thing. So there are a few other courses or videos on my YouTube platform, which are maybe 5-6 minutes long. I have cut them in slices and I've posted them on my Instagram feed, right? So based on what channel you want to post this video on, you can slice and dice the same video, the same content. Hi, Dinu Mankar. Thank you for joining, Dinu. So ये मैं कहना चाह रहा हूं कि आप एक ही चीज को यूज करें, repurpose it, recycle it. For example, you have shot a video 1 year back, which you think you want to use now, right? For whatever reason, use it. Okay, don't let it gather dust in your archive on your hard drive. उसको use करो, उसको अलग अलग channel के लिए use करो. As I said, Instagram feed doesn't accept videos which are more than 1 minute. So slice it, dice it, use it in different ways. Shoot it. For example, you can shoot. For example, if you are a fitness trainer, you shoot a video. Thank you, Dino. You shoot a video in horizontal orientation. ठीक है? Normally. Now, if you want to post that video, basically you shot it for YouTube. पर अगर आपको वीडियो वो Instagram के लिए बनाना है, तो उसी को crop कर दीजिए in 9:16, right? And make sure that when you're shooting the horizontal video, you or the subject is in the middle of the frame, so that when you crop it vertically, you still have a nice video. So we go around, you have to keep using, think of ways of reusing and repurposing the same content in different ways, right? Maybe in different formats, in different aspect ratios and all that. Last point I want to say is that try and promote your videos organically as much as possible, right? Because at the end of the day, if people organically like what they see, it's a validation कि आपका content उनको पसंद आया है. So of course there are different ways of doing that. You can use hashtags, you can target it to the right people, etc. Nonetheless, these are the 5 things I had to talk about. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. If I'll see them and I'll try to answer them right here in the session. Now I want to come to the final point of this live session, which is that I have launched a smartphone videography course on my platform. I'll share with you this. Okay, so this is www.comeonyaro.com. The name of the course is Smart Class, Making Creative Smartphone Videos for Your Brand Under 10K. So this is the name of the course. It is 1.5 hours long. Apart from that, you will also get a 20-minute one-to-one mentoring session with me. I have talked about all these 5 things that I talked to you in the live session in detail, right? So for each of these things that I talked about, there are exhaustive chapters. The second thing is that, which I want to tell you is that if since you guys have joined, I think Reyansh has asked a question. Hold on, Reyansh, I'll answer your question. So since you guys have joined and you've आपने वक्त निकाला ये live session attend करने के लिए, I want to say thank you, because it's Saturday 5:30 in the evening or 5 o'clock when you joined. You must have had some plans, so thank you for joining in. As a token of appreciation, I want to give you this promo code CY Live 50, CYLIVE 50, ये promo code है. If you use this promo code, you will get instant 50% off on my course. My course right now is for 1499, 1499, 750 rupees में आपको ये course मिलेगा, but you have to use this code by tomorrow night or before tomorrow night. Between now and tomorrow night, you will get 50% off on my course. And as I said, this course includes all these 5 topics, 1.5 hours of content, 20 minutes of one-to-one counseling with me. And as a part of this course, you have to make an assignment, any 2-minute video, submit it to us. We'll give you a feedback. We'll give you suggestions to improve your work. We'll also post it in our community so that other people can also give you feedback, right? And then that's how everybody benefits. So this is the code once again, CYLIVE 50. This is the code. You have to basically go to www.comeonyaro.com. वहाँ पे you have to register yourself. Registration is free. There are 6 other free courses on the platform which you can absolutely watch for free. But if you take this course, then you have to use that code. You have to use this code during the checkout process. जब आप पे कर रहे हैं, पेमेंट करने वाले हो ना, तब आपको एक वहाँ पे it will be space where you have to enter this code and you will get a 50% off. So this offer is only till tomorrow night. This is what I want to tell you. Okay, now for the question, how to change the background of video and make it beautiful. Okay, fantastic. So there are 2 ways, Reyansh, to do this. पहला है that there are chroma key apps. Okay, chroma key apps. Chroma key apps में क्या होता है कि you shoot it in some location, you use that app, and that app has an algorithm which will identify you and separate you from the background and put anything that you want in the background, right? But ये app का problem है कि it's algorithm, computer based, right? It tries to identify from what it sees, right? It's not perfect, the quality is not great, right? And there is a handicap. This is useful if you want to make a very quick, very entertainment kind of 2-minute or very easy kind of video, right? But if you want to make serious creative videos, then you have to do green screen. You have to follow the green screen technique. This may and this is also what I've mentioned in the course. So in green screen, I'll set up a green screen behind me. I'll light it up with a 2-light system. I will shoot against it. I will give that video to my editor. The video editor will go to Premiere Pro. My editor uses a special plugin called Keyer 6. Yeah, it's Keyer 6. With that plugin, he can cut me out, right? And then he can show anything behind me. He can show a still image, he can show a video, he can show a white background, he can show a text, any animation, anything, right? Hi Vishal, hi Vishal, thank you for joining in. So this is the way, Reyansh, that you can change the background of a video. And in fact, in this course, I have actually shot a video on my Nokia 6.1 with using a green screen, or I have shown it कि कैसे ये किया जा सकता है. एडिटिंग में, पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग यानी एडिटिंग में कैसे किया जा सकता है और प्रोडक्शन में कैसे किया जा सकता है. सो एक्चुअली आई वॉक यू थ्रू ऑल दिस प्रोसेस इन द कोर्स, सो डू चेक इट आउट. ऑलराइट, सॉरी विशाल, आपने बहुत लेट ज्वाइन किया. आई वाज अबाउट टू रैप अप. इफ एनीबडी एल्स हैज क्वेश्चंस, प्लीज फील फ्री, or else I'll be happy to wrap this session up. And as I said, you can use that code to get free access. I'll flash it one more time. Okay, CYLIVE50. You get instant 50% discount between now and Sunday night. Okay. All right. If you have any more questions, you can always tag Come On Yaro. Write a question in your Instagram feed. Tag Come On Yaro, and we will answer them. Right. Hope I have answered your question, Riyansh. But if you still need more, you can write to me personally on comeonyaro@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment in my Instagram feed, and I'll try and answer that, or Instagram chat. Right. Anyways, thank you guys for joining in, and it was nice chatting. Enjoy your lockdown, enjoy your Saturday evening, and see you soon.